A new iPhone just launched. Same design, same camera, same everything. They just changed the number on the box. And yet, that itch is already there. Your phone works perfectly fine, but something inside you is saying you need the new one. Not because your old one is broken, just because everyone else will have it. So you buy it. 2 days later, you look around and everybody has the exact same phone in their hands. And now it feels worthless. That loop right there, that's the race most people ruin their life without even realizing they entered it, because you don't enter this race with your permission. I know this feeling better than most people my age. I spent 3 years locked in my room preparing for an exam, while my friends were going to parties every weekend, taking family trips, living what looked like the perfect teenage life. I was sitting with my books every single night, preparing for it. Before sleeping, I would pick my phone up and see their stories, laughing, traveling, enjoying everything I felt I was missing. And it genuinely hurts sometimes. The quiet feeling of watching everyone else live while your life was on pause, that's the feeling. But here's what I noticed the moment that my exam ended. My life just opened back again. I could go to those parties now. I could take those trips now. Nothing was stopping me anymore, but I didn't want it to do it. Not because I was bitter, not because there was something that was forcing me to stay in my home, but because I realized I was never actually built for it. I was never actually missing anything that was meant for me. I was comparing my path to the people who were on a different path, completely different than mine. And the FOMO disappeared the moment I stopped measuring my life against everyone else's timeline. Yeah, that feeling, that FOMO, fear of missing out. Here's what actually happening to all of us though, that FOMO. Zoom out for a second and go outside and look around. Those massive billboards, those ads every 30 seconds, those influencers showing you a life you didn't even know existed until last year. All of it made to feel you something less. All of it made to make you feel one specific thing, that you are missing out on something. FOMO isn't something that just happens to you. It's something being done to you purposefully. Every brand, every algorithm, every highlighted reel is designed to make you feel like everyone else is ahead and you are standing still on the pause of life. Your friend gets a nice car and you suddenly need one too. There's a guy at your gym who looks massive and now you are comparing your own progress to him and feels invisible. You see someone your age with a business online and suddenly what you are doing feels worthless. You are not actually behind. You just made the mistake of looking sideways instead of forward. Now let me ask you something real. When you were a kid, before the internet showed up, you the mansions and the supercars, what did you actually want? What made you genuinely excited in life with no outside influence? Because those big ambitions you have right now, be honest with yourself, those aren't yours. Those are the things you are shown. They aren't your dreams. They are just made by other people. Made in your mind that yeah, this is what happiness is, or this is what internet shows you and plants them in your head. Real ambitions feels like a quiet pull towards something specific. Fake ambitions feels like a constant anxiety that you don't have enough. And about money buying happiness, the quote everybody is so likely to use, money solves real problems. Nobody is denying that. But nobody has ever bought lost time with money. Nobody has ever purchased a genuine connection with money. Nobody has ever found love of their life with money. Earn enough to feel free, but understand there is not a limit. There is no finish line in this race. Someone will always have more. That's not failure. That's just life. And something I want you to talk about is maybe you are 13, 14, 15. Somewhere in your head, there's an invisible deadline you have created for yourself. You need to figure out everything by 18, or you be making money by 19, or have a life sorted by 21, settle down at 23 or 24, and the retirement plan of the online segment that age 34 or 35 is your retirement. Where did that even come from? I'll tell you where. You saw a 19-year-old on YouTube with 1 million subscribers. You saw a 20-year-old Instagram running a business, and your brain quietly decided this should be you. This should be the next version, the future version of you. I need to do it by that age too. Isn't this the voice in your head? But here's what you didn't see. You didn't see the failures behind them. You didn't see that the person literally grew a channel from age 13 to 19 where he have a million subscribers now. They are just doing the hard work. You saw the result. You missed the timeline. And the most dangerous thing about comparing timelines is that make you rush. It makes you feel like, yeah, you haven't done anything in your life. You haven't experienced anything in your life specifically. And the most dangerous thing about comparing timelines is it makes you rush. You start things in a hurry and finish them actually in stress. You jump to the next thing the moment this one gets hard. Because in the back of your mind, you are thinking, I'm already behind. I don't have time to be patient. But patience is literally the only thing that separates people who make it from people who don't. Every person you look up to right now went through a season of their life, went through failures, ultimate failures, and feeling depressed. But still, they went for it. There was nothing happening in their life, but they were still doing the stuff they liked. They just made it, and it was worth it for them. They just didn't post about that part, and now you can't see that. I'll be honest, being a teenager in 2026 feels a little off, feels a little difficult actually. The thing that actually changed how I see life was gratitude journaling. I started it in 2024 watching a YouTube video, and I still do it every single day. Not in a big complicated way, just sitting down writing the smallest things I am grateful for. I can see, I can walk, and I woke up today. Things so basic that most people never think about them until they are gone, missing from their life. Here's what nobody tells you about gratitude. It doesn't make your problems disappear. It just scale them to a little lower level. It just makes the race feel less urgent. When you genuinely appreciate what's already in your hands, you stop desperately grabbing at everything you see in someone else's life. Just try it once for yourself. You all know the things that will happen with you after doing that journaling. Write down 3 small things every morning before you open your phone. Just 3. You will see that the FOMO feeling is already getting out. So, are you really behind everyone? No man. You are just watching the wrong people and measuring yourself with the wrong ruler. The only person you are actually behind is the future version of yourself. Focus there. Everything else is just a noise in life.